For the 7th interesting hand of the vlog here, I pick up 7s. How fitting. I'm on the big blind, and there's a button raised to $200. Small one makes the call, and I have a fun hand. The button is the fun player, as we've been battling, so let's make the call and see a flop of 10-5 deuce, 2 clubs and a heart. Only one card over my pair. It seems pretty safe overall, and action ends up checking around. When the turn comes the 4 of hearts, small blind checks, and here deciding to bet or check. I think my hand just benefits a whole lot from betting to protect from overcards, deny equity from overcards. So for $400, I make it to go. And surprisingly, both players call, and it's hard to expect someone to have a 10 here. I guess we're going to find out. To the river we go, still 3 ways, and it is an 8. So the flush draws brick out, but it's another card over my pair. So with third pair here, I decide to just check it over when the small blind checks, and this button, hoping for a check back, but he just fires out $2,000. Small blind folds, and what a spot do we have here? I have third pair and a dream, and I think if there's ever someone at the table that I'm going to give money to, it's at least going to be this individual. He's just been splashing around, betting huge. Sometimes he has it, sometimes he's bluffing, and I like him. I like him a lot. So let's try to give him $2,000. I make the call, and he announces ace high. I will take it. This was a little bit of a rebate after giving him $4,000 earlier when he had king queen over my queen 10, so nice. I catch a bluff, and it's back on the comeback trail we go. The game is clearly full of action and fun, and why not bump up the action as there is an $80 straddle on board, and action starts with the hijack player who raises to $220. I peel pocket 7s, and this is obviously a good hand to see a flop with, so for that price, I make the call. They're red and fun. Everyone folds. We're going to a flop of king 4-5, 2 clubs, and a spade. This player starts to check with me, and I think I can go either way with a check or bet. With 2 cards under my pair, I think there's more merit to be betting to protect my hand right now, so I decide to bet $240, just protect pocket 7s against overcards, and, well, he makes the call. So pot is building here with the $80 straddle on. We're going to a turn which comes a bink 7 of spades. How sick is this? He checks for a second time, and all right, I didn't expect to hit the 7, but now we're going to go for max value. Hoping he slow played a king of some sort, I bet out $800. This player doesn't look super comfortable, but he ends up making the call, so maybe it's unlikely that he has a king. I'm not really sure what he could have, maybe a pocket pair over a 7, but here we are. Going to a river now, which comes a king! Boating up is huge. I basically just have the nuts. I was already very comfortable with my hand, but things have gotten even better. Praying now that this player has a king so it can be a complete cooler. He checks it over again for a 3rd time, and yeah, I'm going to bet big with the nuts here and polarize to a very strong hand or a weak hand, so I size to 2,200. Once again, we put another opponent into the tank, and after a while, it's pretty clear that he doesn't have a king. It's pretty clear he's not thinking about raising me. And once again, I'm back in another position where I just have to sit back, relax, and hope to get paid. And after a while, praying for a call, he ends up making the call. Let's go. I tell him I probably sucked out on the turn. I show the pocket 7s, and it's a massive session. Some of my bluffs are getting through, and all of my big value bets are getting paid, and that's a good recipe to win a good amount here. One that's much needed after all the tournament pain, and I guess this is the beauty of cash games. You can just win so much money when you hit the goods.